Welcome everybody to a quick look of a game called Arcade Spirits by Fiction Factory Games, currently in development. The game seemed pretty cool, the music's pretty catchy, and I really like the title screen, it looks really nice. But the title screen is not a game, so let's get right into it, shall we? This game is on itch.io, links in the description and all that fun stuff. Following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game titles are used under not. Just pretend that I read all that. Winners don't use drugs. They don't use drugs. Drugs are bad, okay? I love this look. Written by Stefan Gagne and Ione Schumann. I'm butchering that horribly. I'm so sorry. Ooh. Hello! Hi, how's it going? My name is Iris and I'm your personal digital assistant. I'll be getting you ready to experience one day in the life of the exciting world of arcade management. I promise it'll be exciting. Really, trust me, 99.97% exciting. Minimum. Minimum. So it could go higher than that. But before we begin, can you please tell me a bit about yourself, your name, what you look like, that sort of thing? Oh my. Okay. Last name, Ericator. First name, oh, Ericator, okay. E. I got pretty short hair. Blue hair, brown, it's blue hair. I got green eyes. Clothing is, whatever, right? Or, yeah, that's alright. Yeah, I'm like white as can be. I'm like practically a ghost. My first name is not Ari. First name is, well, my real first name is, I can't type my name. Oh, there we go. That's weird. First name is, I don't want to skip it. I hit the tab button thinking I can move down. Last name is, what's my last name? Oh boy. Oh God, I'm so bad with names. Here, we'll do this. Morrison. That's not really my last name, but whatever. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Done. Morrison. Pronoun he. Is this correct? Yeah, that's as correct as it's gonna be. No, let's try again. Wouldn't that be crazy if it's like in the real world? It's like, oh, let's see, what do we like? You could just pick out all your stuff, like you have a kid, and you get to pick out all that. Like, do you want to be a boy or girl? You know, what kind of features do you want to have? Like that kind of thing. Like, I know like there's like genetic enhancing and stuff, and I think we're pretty close to being able to almost do all that, which is pretty crazy. For purposes of this demo, we'll jump you right into the middle of your first day on the job. Yeah, seems like most of my jobs how they do training. Just jump you right into it. What? You wanted training? There's no time. It's sink or swim. Here we go. Jeez, now I'm stressed out now. It is the distant future, year 20XX, and yesterday I was unemployed. Today, I'm technically back in the working class. I can't believe I let that weird girl app who lives in my phone talk me into this. I mean, I needed a job, but working in an arcade? Seriously? Do they even exist anymore? Here in 20XX, video arcades are pretty mainstream, like going out to the movies or grabbing pizza or something. Yeah, from the synopsis of this game, they're like, this is a world in which the video game crash never happened, arcades never died, and all that stuff, and yeah, here we are. Although back in 1980X, we very narrowly avoided a video game crash, which might have destroyed the whole industry. Dodged a bullet there, we did. Yeah. Oh, the whole burying all the ET cartridges in landfills. Yeah, Atari was like hinging on this game, this ET game, because the movie came out, it was real popular and stuff, and then, the game came out. It was absolute trash, and Atari hinged so much of this on this on their game. They ordered like all these copies of the game. Well, comes to find out, the game was absolute garbage, and no one wanted it, so they had to get rid of it somehow. And you couldn't even pay people to take this thing off your hands, and they ended up burying them all in a landfill. Boy, I wonder if there's some dystopian version of 20XX where that happened. Truly, the darkest of timelines. Truly. Make sure I'm recording, because believe me, I have done that before. I am recording. Okay, good. I clicked on something. Hang on. But actually, working in an arcade is risky. Like working in a landmine factory. That's a thing, right? Particularly a little mom and pop place like this one that could go bankrupt any day now. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine, dearie. Everybody here has a dream they're chasing. No doubt you'll find yours as well. Just listen to this awesome music. I love the tunes. Really brings me back to the good old days. My first console I ever had, first video game, my first exposure was the Super Nintendo. Back in the day, you know? And it was really awesome. I'm sure you'll fit in just fine. That's what she told me when I joined on with Francie's Arcade Funplex. I mean, I don't know if working here is my dream exactly, but truthfully, I haven't even been to an arcade in, oh boy, let's see. Freaking years, man. 15 years to be exact. 15, you know, that's, honestly for me, that sounds about right. We have a mall, and the last time I went to an arcade was Aladdin's Castle. And that was freaking forever ago, and I only went there once. And they eventually went out of business, so like most arcades have done. But well, how else can I put this? I mean, choose responsibility in your personality. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, not gusty. I'm not full of wind, basically. Well, let's see. Every kid's dream come true managing an arcade. I mean, I'm willing to take this seriously. I'm looking for hope after so long. Why not? Yeah, I'm looking for hope, you know? Turning over a new leaf. You know, we're unemployed, getting back on our feet. That's good. Honestly, I've run through a dark and depressing span of years. If this is the light at the end of my tunnel, I yearn to find it. I want to find my dream, even in an arcade. Even in an arcade. At least my first day has been pretty quiet. I mean, no customer service crisis for me to deal with. That's always good, right? Just a bunch of regulars playing their usual games, and of course my coworkers. May as well wander the floor a bit, see if anybody needs any help. There's Naomi Fairchild, our techie. She fixes up these old 1980 blank games, and they're constantly breaking down because they're so damn old. Hey Naomi. Oh, look at my name. That looks so cool. Alan, it's you. Settled in okay, no problems. Did you have lunch yet? Can you pass me that multimeter before the power supply in this game melts down? Sure, yeah, here you go. Thanks. I figured since it's quiet here today, I'd do some work on the floor. Although I should probably go grab some replacement parts. Excuse me. Next up is Parsi Sinclair, our world record high score chaser on Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, the hottest arcade title of 1980X. He's been working on hitting that goal ever since coming over here from England, as far as I know. Possibly without food or sleep. Just get a high score if you have food and sleep. You know, a true master of arcades learns to eventually forgo such basic human needs. Hey Percy, need anything? A snack? Some water? I'm making rounds. You look a little famished. You doing okay? Oh no, I'm quite well, thank you. If I should probably say it in a British accent, but I won't. How long have you been standing there? Don't you need to go to the bathroom eventually? That's what extra lives are for. I appreciate the concern, love, but I'll be just fine. Thanks for the inquiry, mind you. Oh boy, this guy's as British as they come. Next, I swing by our Fist of Discomfort machine, which always has some fierce competition going down between esports pros and wannabes. In case it wasn't clear, the one on the left is the pro Queen Bee, representing L7 Gaming, a prestigious FOD team. She even uses a portable rig of webcams and likes to stream her matches over the internet. That's pretty cool. The Funplex is basically a personal broadcast studio. You anything, Queen Bee? Doing rounds? No, oh, calm the on. There's no way that's even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. Oh, who cares? This isn't a tournament. I'm taking the win. Yeah, sorry, not happening. Did I mention I happened to buy an extra ultimate technique scroll from item store? Take this. What? How did you defeat me? No. And Rando Carlson was never heard from again. Oh, GG Scrub. Yeah, GG. Oh, Ashley's a cutie. Wow, Queen Bee's really going at him today. That's Ashley. She works the floor alongside me, solving any arcadey type problems we find out there. Like what? I wonder if her annihilating every single person who walks up to the game is really helping the arcade in the long run. You know what? You're right. But she's famous, right? So it's like, we can use the exposure, right? Something like that. I don't know. You tell me, I'm new here. I don't know about anything about, anything. At the very least, it's entertaining to watch. You got that right. Hey, thanks for covering the floor. I need to head back and work on my Pinky costume. Nice. Pinky is one of the ghosts from Pac-Man, just so you know. In case the reference is lost on you youngins. Hat keeps falling off. Cosplayer's work is never finished. Ashley Wolf away. Okay. And lastly, we have... Oh, look at this guy. A Spotlight Stage Dance Team Leader, Tio. Tio? Hello, hello. Having a lovely day. Not half as lovely as you, I should add. Why, thank you, Tio. Who is a big old flirt. Just the rounds like Gavin told me to do. Nothing special going on, Well, if you ever want to show me your moves, you know where to find me. Oh, right. How could I forget about Gavin? He's the business manager. Well, he doesn't own the place, but close enough. Mr. Morrison. Mr. Cooper. I trust your first day is going well. No issues. All's quiet on the Western Front. Good, good. Only a few more hours till closing. With any luck, we can escape today in a reasonably profitable state and live to see another day. Okay, that's not Pinky the Ghost. That is not. That's a flamingo. I got the head fixed. Look, look. Yes. That's the semi-terrifying mascot of the Funplex. Pinky the Funplex Flamingo. I nearly went into cardiac arrest the first time I saw that. That creeped me out, man. Next time we got a bunch of kids here, I'll be ready. And I'm happy to announce our Joust. Oh, Joust. Oh, man, that game. Oh, boy. It's fixed at last. I did have to order a few more replacement parts for Gauntlet, though. Went down moments later. I've never played Gauntlet. Typical. Well, all in all, still not a bad day. Not a bad first day for you, Alan. Well, thank you. And that was my first day at Francine's Arcade Funplex. It was a great day. Hope you had fun. That was it? That was it. That's the game. That's the game? That's a short demo. Oh, thank you. By the way, I booked a birthday party for this afternoon. What? You're just now telling us? Francine? I like the Pac-Man earrings. Very nice. I'm surprised I didn't notice those before. The look of confusion and outright terror on their faces, all laughter dying off immediately, are vaguely concerning to me. Just vaguely, though. Sorry. I meant to tell you, dears, but I plumb forgot. A birthday party? How old are the kids, may I ask? And I like the music. That's awesome. Very nice rendition of that song. It's her 5th birthday. Oh, to be young again. For 5-year-olds? Oh, God. Naomi starts pulling out her hair, eyes wide and trembling. Throwing ski balls of her hand into the glass, jumping up and down on pinball machines, putting chewing gum into coin slots. Pulling out my costume, tearing off pieces of it. Naomi, Ashley, keep it together. We've survived kids' birthday parties before. Doom! Doom, the end is nigh. Well, I'd hate to get in the way of all the fun. Time for my afternoon nap anyway. Francine, you planned all this. Have fun, dears. Right. Battle stations, everyone. I'll take ticket desks so I can oversee operations. Ashley, greet the kids. Naomi, watch for hardware damage. Alan, Roman duty. Look for trouble. Do what you can. Prepare yourselves. Winter's coming. They are coming. Like an oncoming tidal wave, the rumble is felt before it is seen. Parents pulling into the parking lot, minivans disgorging kindergartners, and suddenly... So many kids. An explosion of small humans rushes the doors, bursting in the arcade before scattering every which way. Even before any of them can get tokens, they're grabbing at joysticks, mashing buttons, eager to get their game on or even just pretend to be playing. The crew assumes battle stations, Naomi by the fragile pinball machines, Ashley near the door trying to distract the incoming kids to greet them. Gavin, armed with pre-stacked $10 rolls of coins, quickly exchanges them with the adults, Beats waiting in line at the change machines. As for the pro gamers, while Queen Bee and Tio's friends bolt for the exit, abandoning them, keen on getting out ahead of the surge of kiddies, I guess. That's all very well and good, but I've got no idea where I'm supposed to be. Roaming duty, Geb said. Look for trouble, Gavin said. I mean, I was doing that before, but now the chaos has multiplied. For a few minutes, I'm like a pinball, being bounced around, or like that frog trying to cross a highway of traffic. Eventually, I spot 3 possible problems on the rise, and Alan, professional floor attendant, is ready to attend to them. Which one of these is the highest priority, though? I may not be able to deal with all of them in time. Choose a problem to solve. You may not have time to solve all of them. Which means I won't have time to solve all of them. 2 kids fighting over a box of cupcakes. A little girl crying by the redemption games near Percy and Gavin. Angry adult shouting at a sobbing kid. Probably the adult. The sound of hardship calls to me from the Fast Cars 5 racing games. Okay. Isn't it crazy there was a game actually called Fast Cars? Like, it's so silly, right? But it would be so funny. Shouting adults and crying children are never particularly good signs, and I hope beyond hope that I can take this on. I shake the discomfort off. Now is not the time to doubt myself. I need to find out what's going on in stat. As I get closer to the revving of engines and the clacking of shifting gears, I see a grown woman berate a cowering boy. I didn't. Admit it, I know what you did, you brat. You manipulated my precious son to put his tokens in your game. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm so sorry. Children like you are the absolute worst. Garbage. Ma'am, keep your voice down, please. There's no need to shout at a child, no less. What's going on here? This jerk of a boy told my sweetest beyond sweet Josh that he should put in his own tokens into the racing machine so he could play it for free. Josh earned those tokens from his own allowance. I won't let some devil child steal his money. Oh my gosh. I feel sorry for Josh. Alright, let's just take a moment to calm down, okay? Before I say anything else, I spot Queen Bee and Tio out of the corner of my eye. Queen Bee looks infuriated and Tio has buried his face in his hand. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, they might have some insight. The racing games are right next to Showtime stage. Tio probably has a good vantage point on the whole thing if he was dancing on stage. And just by the way Queen Bee's brows are furrowed, I can tell something is not quite right with her. So I could ask one of them for help, or I could try to solve this one by myself. You know what? I could be like, yeah, we'll solve this. But you know what? We need evidence. We need clues. Tio probably saw something. Tio was right next to the action when it went down. I decided to check in with him. Ma'am, I know you're upset right now, but if you please stop shouting, we can get all this settled. Tio, I refuse to calm down until this child has been appropriately punished. That such disrespect is tolerated in this arcade is appalling. You have really big arms and weirdly creepy fingers. Like, you look like a dinosaur. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm giving you the worst online reviews. Tio jumps down from the stage and approaches the shouting woman. He puts his hands up. Simmer down, simmer down. This can all be explained with science. Oh God, here we go. Really? I mean, right. Of course, Tio, by all means, elaborate. Tio walks past us and right up to the Fast Cars 5 game. He lackadaisically slumps in the driver's seat and then motions for us to come near. Let me both show you something. Tio points at the driving console and it pretty much resembles my own car dashboard. It's got a wheel, which is fantastic. And it's totally necessary for a driving game, of course. Pedals, gear shifts, so on, you know, the works. The left side has a nice array of buttons. Most of them don't do anything. Change the view, but one of them, which I think is best button, is for the radio. I mean, I gotta have the proper driving music to drift too, right? But the feature Tio draws out attention to are the 2 coin slots, which are vertically stacked, one on top of the other. Take a look here. The now silenced lady and I nod in acknowledgement. Alright. This is where you drop your tokens in to play the game. However, do you see how it's practically in the middle of these 2 identical consoles? The nodding continues. Okay, so which game does the top slot belong to? The right hand or the left hand game? Most likely the left hand. Well, I don't know actually. I'm gonna say the left hand. It's obviously the left one, right? I mean, correct. Of course not, fool. It's the right one. Ah, that's correct. What? Preposterous. See, these import games can be confusing. I'm sure your son just put his token in the wrong slot. Common mistake, really. Happens all the time. Considering how confused I was, I could see how a small child would be just as if not more confused. Honestly, I guess. I gave Tio a grateful look, happy that the crisis has been dealt with. The frustrated customer would undoubtedly apologize for yelling at that boy now. Yeah, right, undoubtedly. We're giving people too much credit here. How dare you imply my precious Josh was wrong? He's a good boy. I can't believe the gall of some people. Josh, get over here. We are leaving this horrible arcade right now. Jeez, thank you. Don't come back again. Oh, well, didn't see that one coming. The woman scoops up her child and storms out the front door. I don't think we'll see her or her son anymore, and frankly, I'm fine. Once they're gone, Tio looks back at me from the driver's seat and shrugs. No, there's just no pleasing some people. Boy, you got that right. That is retail in a nutshell right there. The customer service in general. There is just no pleasing some people. You can do everything right, and you could still lose. But that is what it is, right? Right. So sorry for her son. That's no way to treat a kid. Boy, that poor kid. I feel so sad for him. Tio's sprightly and happy demeanor shifted slightly, eyes glazed over as he looked into the distance. No, I haven't seen Tio act like this before. He just looks so upset. I wonder if I should check in with him. Oh, man. Hey, buddy. With a heart. You feeling okay, man? What's going on? I mean, I know it's really none of my business, but I should make sure Tio's okay. It seems like he really can empathize with the kid's plight. Hey, everything alright? Does he need anything? Pausing for a moment, the fire returns behind his eyes. Yeah, I'll be okay. I'm just reminding me of something from my past. Bummed me out, it did. But thanks for checking in on me. Yeah, man, it's cool, man. You're a regular, man. You're a kind person now. Oh, you know, I get that a lot, actually. Sure, I'm a really nice guy in real life. It's true. I'm like one of the nicest people you ever meet. I'm not that important. You should make sure that boy's safe and sound. I'm heading back to Showtime stage. Oh, if you need anything. How much... You just pump quarters in that thing all day? I give a quick wave to Tio as he returns to his game. After poking around a bit, I managed to find the kid, still shaken up from the whole ordeal. Hey, sorry about all that. You gonna be okay? I think so. I swear I didn't do anything. The other kid, he just came up out of nowhere and dropped his token in my slot. After I lost, I got off the game and offered it to him. He just ran away. And then that woman approached you and started yelling. The boy nods, wiping his snotty nose on his sleeve. Uh-huh. Well, if it's any consolation, the bad lady's gone. And I don't think she's gonna ever come back. Quite frankly, that's fine. The boy, cheeks still streaked with tears, lets a smile spread on his face. Thank you. And tell that nice man thanks for sticking up for me, too. I nod and the boy scurries off and rejoins some of his other friends. Right, well, that's sorted out. But the other two situations are only about to spin out of control. I've only got time to deal with one of them. Which one? Probably the two kids fighting. That could get pretty bad. And cupcakes? My god, there's gonna be blood any minute. I can smell disaster on the wind, and it smells sweet. As in, I can smell that box of birthday cupcakes one of the parents left near the ticket desk, with kids swarming around it, scavenging for key icing colors. Key icing colors. Like, I didn't care, like, what color my icing was on a cupcake. I'm just glad to have one. At first, my inner child is merely offended that someone thought of one of those icing blobbed cupcake cakes was superior to an actual birthday cake. But there are clearly larger issues at stake than that. Like, how healthy are these things? These poor kids. I want a chocolate. Don't take all the chocolate. Never take all the chocolate. Chocolate is the most important flavor. I want 2 cupcakes. Give me 2. No fair. Everybody gets one and mine's gotta be chocolate. Of course, the kid at the front grabs the last one. Finders keepers, losers weepers. The parents aren't paying attention. They're too busy complaining about their jobs and the weather and the PTA and stuff. Meaning when the first cupcake is thrown, nobody is there to stop it. Boy, it's like shot her and around the world, right? Ah, stop it, stop it. I wanted chocolate. Oh boy. As blobby wads of icing and sponge cake go flying, I glance over to the coin-op games, which are about to get caught in the crossfire. Naomi is busy trying to unjam a joystick. One of the kids waggle too hard, looks up to see the cupcake onslaught coming her way. As does Ashley, whose costume is fuzzy and nice and inviting target for flying confectionery. Act fast! Oh no. Well, the costume's fine. That can be washed. But Naomi can be washed too, I guess. I could try to save them both, but that's not possible. There's only one of me. Naomi. Oh boy. Save Naomi. Quickly, I hurl myself into the action. Get down, Miss Naomi. Numbness sets in as multiple rounds of frosting-coated mortar fire impact against my body. When I finally hit the ground, my clothes are totally ruined. Oh no. But alas, my noble self-sacrifice could not save them both. Aw. No, my costume! Picky, the Funplex Flamingo, is now covered in a wide variety of icing colors from across the visible spectrum. Alan, no! You were so young and pure. Naomi, it's so cold. I can't feel my legs. My son, I won't let you die on me. I'm not dying. But the ice is just kind of cold and sticky and gross. Oh. By this point, the lackadaisical parents have finally noticed the pastry wars and are busy rounding up the combatants for various scoldings and punishments. Oh man, my costume's just wrecked. I need you guys ASAP and put some stain treatment on. Alan, can you cover the floor for me? Considering it's my fault you got kicked, absolutely. And not your fault. I mean, I guess the games cost more than my fuzzy felt. That's exactly the logical reason I was using. Not because I actually like Naomi a little bit more than you. But hey, you know what? Yeah, we don't ever say that. I'll be back ASAP. That was so brave of you. I know. I mean, okay, it was just cupcakes. But still, that was so brave. You saved the game I worked on so hard to fix. Actually, it was only now that I noticed the Joust game that was protected. Oh, we have to protect Joust. We will die for Joust. I'm Naomi's hero of the day. She's smiling at me expectantly, of course. Quick, Alan, say something cool. I take a cupcake for you today. No more human pastry can defeat me. So, is your game okay? That's just boring. If we were cornered in a cold, dark alley one horrible night, assaulted by baked goods, I'd happily take that sugar hit for you. Well, in the amazingly unlikely event of exactly those circumstances happening, it's good to know I have someone protecting me. My knight in shining icing. I'd better finish up my work here and get out of the way of the party. And you've got more work to do. Good luck. With a brief nod from Gavin, I snatched one of the official Funplex t-shirts to replace my cupcake top. After a few minutes in the bathroom to change and wipe ice off my pants, I'm ready to go again. Sorry, I'm yawning. It's a long day. 2 problems in the can. Now to deal with that crying kid by the skee ball machine. She's gone. Well, it's probably nothing important anyway. Well, crap. Percy looks up briefly from clearing level 78 of Moopy. Looking for that girl. I think her parents took her home. Party turned sour for her, I suppose. Crap, I wasn't fast enough. Now you can't be everywhere at once, Alan. Cheer up, love. You're doing better than the last guy who stood at your post. Really? Seconded. I saw you deal with that obnoxious parent, and with the cupcake war, you did well today. Well, I'm just... it's priority, Those are priority problems, in my opinion. Seeing Gavin actually smiling is weird, I guess. But I'm not going to say no to praise for my sub-boss. Things seem to be cooling down. I suggest you take a few minutes in the break room while there's still a lull in the action. Ashley and I will handle things for now, and she can swap off when you come back. Percy ducks out of the conversation without actually moving anywhere, refocusing on his game. I could use a few minutes, yeah. Thanks, Gavin. I'll be right back. I slip away, headed for the employee lounge. I like this game. This game is cool. This is fun. It's really well done. Some hours later, from the cars pulling up in the parking lot, it looks like the party's over. It's just about closing time for the arcade anyway. Most of the gamers have filed out by now, if they hadn't already fled the tidal wave of kiddies. My first impulse is to go bug Gavin to finish up my employment paperwork, but I can wait. There's someone I'd like to visit before this day is through. Gavin's tapping his tablet, frowning. Let's find out why. Ashley's quietly repairing a costume. Maybe she could use company. Naomi's prying gum out of the coin slot and looks ready to cry. Oh god, that'd be disgusting. Queen Bee's packing up her gear, ready to go home. Taylor's cooling down with some fast cars 5 before the day's through. Percy's finally finished his movie game and is ready to leave. Let's comfort Naomi. Look, she's sad. Look at that. Looks like she could use a hand. Someone's jammed bright pink bubblegum into a coin slot. She's trying to clear the sticky mess out. How could they? How could he do this to poor innocent little Cubert? Oh, not Cubert! Oh, man. Hey, need a hand. Good job. Doing good. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, work on the second player slot for me. I've got swabs and stuff in my kit there. Grab what you need. Honestly, the nerve of those kids. No respect at all for these games. Well, they're just kids. They'll eventually learn to respect other people's things, and if they don't, well, fuck them. Games aren't like chew-proof, machine-washable baby toys. They're delicate and deserve love and care. That's the problem. The kids don't know that. They don't care. But they are toys, right? Well, yeah, I mean, of course. They're also works of art. I know not everybody sees it that way. I mean, back in the 80s, operas were just throwaway games that didn't perform well anymore. It's true. They just throw them away. In the end, an arcade has to make money. I mean, that means using and abusing a game until it's time to put it out to pasture. Games are only popular for so long, and then, they gotta go away. I mean, sure, you have your classics that will be timeless, but let's be honest. Most things are just flavors of the month. I don't have to like it, right? Definitely not. Stand up for game rights. Kids had a lot of fun. They're not all mean. I mean, yeah, they did. Yeah, they're not all bad. I mean, nothing justifies deliberately trashing a game like this, but if it helps, the party was a success. Everybody had fun playing your wonderful games. If they can go home, they can be smiling. That's good. So for every kid who hurt you, a dozen more would thank you. If they knew you were providing these great games and making sure they stayed playable. Yeah, you're right. Kids aren't all bad, of course. I'm not really good with kids, not like Ashley, but, if they learn to love games when they're young, they'll love them all their life, right? But I do have to be realistic. I know this isn't a museum. We aren't preserving priceless treasures for generations to come. Sometimes I treat it like my little private collection, but really, I do want people to play and enjoy these games, and that does wear them down in time. As long as I'm here, I'll pick up a game when it wobbles on its feet, dust it off, straighten it up, and send it out there to be played with all over again. With the last of the gum pulled out of the slot, Naomi closes up her toolbox. I should probably pull the coin mix entirely and give them a good clean tomorrow, but I didn't want to let the gum sit overnight. And Alan? You know, it means a lot to me that you're working here now. I'm looking forward to working with you, you know, on working things. Yeah, working things. She's only got all blushy and fidgety. I mean, you love these games like I do, and you really helped me out today, and we work well together, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. And that's good, right? And totally normal. It's good for coworkers to feel super comfortable around each other. Yeah? Okay, well then, I'm heading home soon. See you tomorrow. Bye! And she strolls out with a little spring in her step, humming in the coin-op jingle from one of her favorite games as she goes. We did good today. We did damn good today. And that was just my first day. Man, talk about a hell of a first day, right? Little did I know what would come after that. Haunted arcades, crowded game conventions, cosplay craziness, cutthroat tournament competitions. Not to mention the one rival was waiting in the wings to swoop in and destroy the Funplex once and for all. So, is this arcade seriously my dream job? I mean, most of my life has been an unlucky, hopeless run of it. This arcade was the bright, shining spot of hope in my life. That's why I agreed to work there. Maybe the smiles I saw today, even alongside the frowns, proved this was meant to be. I mean, maybe. Either way, I'm already willing to face what comes next. Are you? And that's the demo of Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your scores. Okay. Looks like you're really hitting it off with Naomi. Yeah. Really. Also, you're proving to be a gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. Well, thank you. You know, I am a rabbit in the Chinese zodiac. And that, like... You know, I'm not big into astrology, but let me just tell you, like... That just describes me to a T, almost. But you scored 7,000 points. Nice work, I guess. You see... I'm not big on the high score thing. Like, it wasn't really a huge deal for me. Like, oh, it's like numbers. You know, you want to get the highest number. You want to get a higher number than somebody else. You know, that primal urge to be the best at something. You know, I understand that, but it's like the high score thing. I didn't really care about the points. Points don't matter. Like, whose line is it anyway? I hope you had fun. Oh, and if you let's play this game, let us know. We'd love to watch your video. Oh, I will let you know. Believe me. This is really well done. This was surprising. I like the artwork. The characters were pretty charming, I felt. The scenario is pretty interesting, working on an arcade. You know, I don't see that very often. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right? I like it. I'm actually really excited for this thing to come out. I'm hoping it comes out. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know the ETA on this one, honestly. This demo just dropped like a few days ago, like a week ago. So I honestly don't know how far along they are into this. But I'm definitely going to keep a really sharp eye on this. And I hope you all do too. And a link is in the description below, so you can play the demo. You can do the choices I didn't do, or whatever. You know, you can see what I haven't seen. You can also, I'll link the Twitter of, you know, the developer and stuff like that, so you can follow along on their Twitter for updates and more about the game and all that fun stuff. And that is the end of Arcade Spirits. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day, everybody.